Hi everybody! As you know that Figma has just released some new amazing, wonderful, practical features and updates which are really game changers. In this video, we are going to review them together. So stay tuned and let's do that. This is demo. Thank you for watching. So on this panel on the bottom, if you see that here is draw, when you click on that, you will notice some changes here. Yeah, a pen, brush, and also a pencil. Okay, so let's go and see what can we do with them. For example, I choose pen, or I can select P on the keyboard. Here I can draw, I don't know, a shape. That is not important what. For example, I want to do these things, yeah? And then finish. So let me change the color of stroke. Yeah, red is okay. For example, I want to draw 2 stars. Yeah, this one. And also another one. Yeah, you can do these things with the pen. That's very interesting. You could do that also before with the pen. The next one, the next tool is a brush. We are going to see them, their features also step by step. Let's see them. The next one is a brush. For example, let me change the color of blue. See, you can draw something. Here, you can see different types of brushes. For example, Blockbuster, Grindhouse, yeah, and others. And of course, when you click them, here you can have some settings. You can change the opacity, I don't know, the thickness, and too many other things, yeah? And the next one is pen. For example, let me draw it with green. Yeah, that's the pen. So nice. So these are these 3 things. But if you select each shapes and press enters, you can edit them, yeah? Editing tools options, vector editing tools, in addition to existing tools for addition your shapes like bend, paint bucket, and generate image. Yeah. So let's see what are them. We have shape builder, we have lasso tools, and so on. The first one is lasso tools. See, if we press Q or select this one, that's look like in Photoshop we have that. For example, you can select these dots. Yeah. I select these 4 dots together, then you can make, yeah, stretch it, or for the radius, excuse me, see, just the dots we have selected change its radius. See that? Or for example, I choose these 2 stars, then press enter, then press Q for choosing the lasso. Then I choose these 4 dots here. Yeah. Then again, for example, the radius. See, or I can stretch it. That's very amazing and very interesting. Yeah. The next one is shape builder. Yeah. What is shape builder, guys? So I use the Figma's ellipses and so to see. Let's see what can we do with shape builder. For example, first of all, let's do it with these stars. I select this one, press enter, and this one for shape builder we can press M. Yeah. If you go on this star, you see, you can have this, and near the arrow for the mouse pointer there is a plus button. Yeah. So if we select this one and this one, or drag from here, see, there is a line there. We can mix them, or they will merge. See, this one and this one and this one. Yeah, that's amazing. Yes. For example, here, this one. First of all, we have to select it. Press enter, then press M. See, this one together. And when you press Alt, you can see that near the pointer we can see the negative icon. Yeah. So select this one, it will be deleted. Yeah. So without that, when you draw, they will merge. When you press Alt, you can delete the part. Yeah. That's interesting, yes? For example, I select this star, press enter, then again press M, see, merge them. Or I press Alt, then C. Yeah, this will happen. For example, here, from these two circles, yeah, I can have a moon, guys. So I select this one, press enter, see, and then press M to have shape builder. When you delete that, see, you have two moons. Yeah? And also you can delete also this one. Press enter, this one, and M. Finally, that's done. Yeah, you can have a very, very beautiful moon here. Or from these 5 shapes, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one 5, yeah. We want to remove these things. Press enter, yeah, and hold, and then press M to have shape builder, and then we will hold Alt. So, that is wonderful, isn't it? I really enjoyed it, and that is very amazing. So this is the shape builder, this is the lasso tools. Also see that when we click here we can have the image, yeah, make an image. For example, ball, and then click that. Let's see what will happen. See, this is the result. In our shape, we can have a ball, yeah? So when we select this star and then select here, then shape, you can make an image with AI tools which Figma has prepared for us. That is also amazing. So shape builder, repeat transforms. What is that, guys? So for example, I have this star here, yeah? I have this star here. Now I click it. On the right panel here, this icon, this circle, when you select it, you can see that radial repeat and linear repeat. When you press on the radial repeat, see, that would be like a circle. When you click on that, you can edit that. How many circles? 7, how many stars? See, that would be very nice shapes. And also you can select the gaps. Yeah. Also the other one, yeah. For example, this one. I select this moon here, select this, sorry, Ctrl Z. I choose linear repeat, yeah, that is this one, the result. So you can select it, number of repeats, or you can also change the repeats, that is horizontal or vertical. Also, you can have both of them. For example, this is a linear, radial repeat. So you click again, and then you can have linear repeat, yeah? Amazing, yes? That is wonderful. That is repeat transforms. The other things I want to mention is rotation. What is rotation, guys? For example, I want to draw a star here. Let me select it, draw a star here, yeah? So, when you go here and we want to rotate it, when you wait some seconds, see, select some seconds, see that something will appear here. You can change it here and see the result. Our shape will rotate from there. Or you can bring it here. Our shape will rotate from here, yeah? Or here, for example. See, that is amazing, yes? That is wonderful. That is the rotation. Pattern fill. What is pattern fill? So again, I used this from Figma. That is the rabbit. For example, I select the shirt of the rabbit. We can do also with our shapes also, yeah? We can select the rabbit shirt. Here we have some, for example, shapes, yeah? Here, fill. I select here. There is a pattern. Select this, select source. See, the ducks will come here. For example, for the pants, again, I go to the pattern, select the source, and this is my source. That is the new things that Figma has just released. Very nice, very interesting. The next one is what? Is create brush. What's that? So as you see that, we have some brushes here, yeah? But maybe I want to have my own brush. I draw something, for example, with pen, or with pen I write, for example, love. Or with pen, sorry, with pencil, I mean. I write, for example, love here, yeah? That's for me. So when I right click on that, see here I can see create brush. Then I select this one, select brush. Now, when you go to the brush and come here, you can see it has added to your, I don't know, brushes, see? Oh, the color is white because of that, see? That's your brush, yeah? For example, this one, that's the pen. Right click on that, create brush, select the stretch. And then when I draw a frame, here I choose brush, and then here I have the pen. See? That's amazing. The nice things, I really love it, is text on path. I think that is very useful. You can use in many projects. For example, I draw the circle, then I press T. When you go here, guys, see, look at the cursor. Look at the cursor. Let me draw it again, ellipse. Yeah. Look at the circle. You can do that on any shapes, yeah? For example, this one, I press T. That is wonderful, yeah? These are the draw updates which Figma has released. We are going to review Grid. That is wonderful, guys. Stay tuned and let's test it together. So first of all, let's see some definitions, yeah? Use Grid to place, organize, and align content into responsive layouts. Grid provides more flexibility and a structure to your designs. Apply Grid to your frames to organize content in two directions simultaneously, both horizontally and vertically. Create responsive layouts more easily without relying on multiple nested single directions auto layout stacks. Yeah? And when to use grids? Use Grid when you need both flexibility and a structure in your layouts. So, Grid is a new auto layout. That is important, not a replacement. So, let's go and see how can we use it. So, imagine I have a frame here, guys. Let me bring out these photos out of that. Yeah. So I have this frame. When I click on the right panel near auto layout, this one is just added. Grid beta. You can see that there is beta. When you click on that, see here you can add some grids here. Yeah. So we have 4 for that and 2. We can select it. See, that is the result. Yeah, that is the result. Yeah, you can do many other things. For example, this one, select this one, this grid. Yeah, lots of buttons. So, and we can also have some adjustments. Yeah, we can add some gaps between them. First of all, let me add some pictures and then we can see what can we do. For example, this one goes here. Yeah, this one can go here. This one will take literally 2 layouts. Yeah, so when we select it, that will come here, and this one, see that? Yeah, that's amazing. That is the layouts. Yeah, so if you select it, you can also add some gaps. I don't know, gap between the rows, gap between the columns, between the rows, yeah. And also this one, see, from top and down. That is very interesting, yeah. and also the background of that. That is the grid, yeah? You can change them, change their place when you click that. Yeah? Also, when you click here, you can have the span, I don't know, the spacing, yeah, the padding, and so you can change it. See? Just this rows, I can change it. That's very amazing for programmers. And when you design, you can have a really good contribution with developers and so on. So this one, for example, yeah, this grid, that is 4, 3, yeah, 4 rows and 3 columns. So for example, I can put it here. See, it goes really basically needs 4 grids. So it will attach to that 4 grid. This one, or I can bring it here and add this one, for example. Yeah. You can also bring it here. You can also bring it here. Also, you can overlap it, bring it front, bring it back. Yeah. That you can do many things. When you click here, also this row, see, you have to work with that to see what can we do with these things. Yeah. Let me tell you one more thing. For example, when you have a shape like that and you want to draw it, this will happen. Yeah. Your grid somehow will terminate. But the time you want to select it, when you hold the space, see, that would be so nice here. Yeah. Again, when you drag it here, that is the result. But during the time we want to bring it in the frame, when you click space, yeah, I think in the Mac maybe it would be command, yeah, but in Windows, space, yeah, see, that is the result. Let me tell you one more thing. For example, imagine that we want to create a new calendar with this grids, yeah. So I have a frame here. For example, imagine I need to have the calendar in the mobile phone design, for example, iPhone. So here, then I draw something here, yeah. Okay, and 7 to 7, 7 rows and 7 columns. Yeah, that's it. That's it, yes. Let me change the background of my mainframe a little bit. And this one, let me add fill. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, here we have. For example, the month is January. I added here, C. And then we have some days. Yeah, I Control C and bring it here. Monday. When you duplicate it, Control D. See? For example, Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and also Sunday. Yeah? Okay? Then we have the days, guys. For example, I select this one. For example, the day starts from here. I Control D, duplicate it, see? When you do some things like that, the Figma AI will understand I can replace the content. So I press here to see the result. It understands that is the calendar and automatically it will fill it. Isn't it amazing? That is wonderful. So when you see that, you can do lots of things with grids, yeah? When you switch to dev modes, yeah? When you click on our grids, see on the right side, you can see everything, guys, yeah? That is our grids, that is the variables, that is the modifiers, that is very good. That will really help also the developers, yeah? Also in the dev modes. We are going, yeah, review and work with that together and learn what is about, yeah? So, is it a rival for Framer or Webflow? I'm sure it is yes. That is a great rival, and I'm sure that it will terminate both of them and all of them. I think Figma will do something that you don't need any other tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, or Framer. So as you see that, we can click here Figma sites, but you know that is a beta. It means that it would be better and better. Let's click on that, and you can see here some templates. Yeah, you can click on them and use that. For example, events, landing pages, personal portfolio, and so on. We don't need that. First of all, here is a blank one, and on the left side, if you can see pages, navigations, heroes, features, embeds, and also you can search among your components, and here site settings. That is an amazing also feature for example, site title, site description, language, Google Analytics, and so on and so on and so on. That's amazing, yeah. And here we have two more features. They will coming soon, yeah. Make and CMS. So here we can add, for example, we can use these pages about me. When you click here, let's delete these one, yeah. And also see that. So here you see that is a web page. When you click on the plus button, you can add tablet. It means that it is fully responsive. See, that's wonderful and amazing. And again, you click mobile, that you can have mobile form, you can have tablet, and also desktop form. It means that is total responsive. And if you click on play, you can see that here the preview also here is responsive. That's amazing, yeah. Also you can use these handles to see the result. That is also fully responsive. Amazing, yes, that is wonderful. But the story doesn't end here, yeah. Now we want to publish it, guys. So I want to delete here. When we want to delete that, say that set a new home page before deleting this one. So we select this and select it as a home page, set as a home page, yeah. Then we come back here and click on the publish. Let's publish that. You can add site title, you can add other things. Wait for that to see the result. Now when you click here in the Chrome, you can see the site, you can see your design. That is a real time, you know that? Wow, I love it. That is wonderful, guys. That is wonderful. You can add also these prototype, these interactions with the, we will see that. Let's go and test these actions, these macro actions. Let me show you something else, yeah. You can change also here. Imagine this is a parent one. We have designed it first. When you change this, you can see the changes in in tablet and also mobile phone. Yeah, see, when you resized also the photo, not the photo, but when you delete it, see, there will be deleted also. Yeah, okay, very good, very nice. Now I want, let me Control Z and see it. I want to add a button here, yeah. For example, this one, and I want to write something. Click on me, yeah. Right, click. So we can make them auto layout here, and then bring it button, yeah. This one can come to the top button. Okay, so on the right side, yeah, let's click on the interactions. Here we have interactions, guys. When you click on that, for example, I want to add hover effect. Click on that. Say that this one, for this one, yeah. The offs. Merci. That's the icon. Now we want to add some interactions. So click on the button, yeah. On the right panel, there you can see interactions. Click on that. Here, interactions. Here is hover effect, yeah. When you click on that, okay, I want to say that the scale, for example, a little bit bigger, and the offset is here, and then here, and the rotation, for example, this one. It means that, and also transition ease in and ease out break, yeah? So let's see the result, guys. See, when you go on that, it will change easily, yeah? That's a hover effect. Also, we can add some more things. For example, we can add one more interactions that is press effect, yeah? When we press, we can see that. And then, for example, when we click on that, these things will happen, yeah? And also ease back. So let's see the result. Hover, click. Hover, click. Isn't it amazing? That is wonderful. Because of that, I say that it will terminate Webflow, framers, and everything else, yeah? That is amazing and that is wonderful. I don't know how can I show my feeling. For example, for the text, yeah? Add interactions. Here, I can say, for example, for play marquee, custom cursor. For custom cursor also. For example, here, I can add here custom cursor. You can add something here, and when you go on that, the cursor also will change, yeah? Or, for example, I want to do something with the text. Interaction, typewriter, yeah? Or I can add a scramble text, yeah? Scramble text, for example, by character, by word, quick, and that is the symbols, yeah? Let's see what will happen. Let's see the result. See, it will type a little paragraph introduction. So, I mean that you can add too many actions, too many interactions. You make beautiful and make it live, and you can demonstrate it as a demo, present it. I mean, to your, I don't know, stakeholder, to your boss, to your product designer, and whoever wants to see that, yeah. Or let's add one more things. For example, play. You can add spin, yeah. Spin, unview, unclick, clockwise, and let's do this for this one. Play, spin, clockwise, moderate, quick, or no, we can say moderate, unclick, yeah? See? That's wonderful, yeah? That's wonderful, really. That's the kind of play. You can do other things. For example, you can click here. Let's do something with draggable. I love this one. For example, this one, and this one. Click, play, draggable, momentum, anywhere, yeah, grab. Let's see the result. That's wonderful, guys, yeah? That's amazing. It makes everything for you easily and easier than before, much easier, yeah? Also, let's do these things. For example, marquee. Let's see what's that. This one, and see the result. What's going on? Oops, what happened to them? We can delete draggable, but this one, interaction, oh, okay, I mean, maybe my mistake. So this one, interactions, where is it? Custom cursor, let's choose one of them. Interaction, scroll, spin, transition, reveal. Reveal is okay. In view, page load. We can do these things with this picture, yeah? We can add a reveal, in view, fade in, and so let's see. See, first of all, you couldn't see that, but in view or page load, yeah? Fade in, scale in is better. See? This interaction is amazing also. Yeah, you can do many things, guys, with these things, yeah? Scroll parallax, scroll transform, yeah? Unscroll, what will happen, goes up, comes down. You can test them, you can work with them, and see the result. Play is very interesting for me. And we can see, for example, what will happen when we use mouse parallax, yeah? Smoothing, offset, inverse. I haven't tested. See, that is the interaction. I love it. That is wonderful for me. Yeah. See, you can make everything responsive. You can also copy and paste your design here. You can design something and add it here. So like before, here you can have frame. You have everything. Yeah. You can create image, add image. That is like design, but it is more interesting. Yeah. You can see the result easier than before, live than before. You can see that what is the responsive, and add too many micro actions, interactions. This is the things we want as a designer. Yeah, we are going to review one of them, which name is Figma Buzz. Let's go and work with that to understand what is that, what can we do with Figma Buzz, and totally what's that. Yeah, so it's a beta one. When you click on that, this page, you can see this page. I think that is very good for example, HR teams, for digital marketers, for the people who works on social networks, and so, because you can make some pre-made assets and the other people can use it without, I don't know, changing they don't want to design, they want just add some content to that. So in the first page you can see social. Social means Instagram, I don't know, Instagram post, Instagram story, yeah. Ads, you can see the ads, print, business, sales and promotions, events and celebration. Let's close it and let's see the here and see what can we do with that. So here, when you click on plus, you can add new assets. Yeah, so, and also you can use also from the assets which has a buzz made for you, or you can find it in community. For example, I add this one, I add this one, but as you see that we cannot see in next to each other because of this view. You can like that is like PowerPoint. Yeah, click here on this panel, but when you click grid view, you can see them next to each other. Yeah, they're next to each other, and so good. So, and then here is text, here is photo, shapes, and so on. Let's delete all of them and let's do it from scratch. Yeah, so I click new asset here. We have our asset here. From the top you can choose for what things you want. For Instagram post square, Instagram post portrait, story, Facebook, and so on. For example, that is the Instagram story. Yeah, that is the Instagram story. We want to say someone happy your birthday. Yeah, and this person loves, for example, football and so on. Yeah, here I can use here, there are some fonts here that you can use them. For example, boom, and also I can use this one. Yeah, also I write happy birthday. Yeah, and also my love. Yeah, then I can add a frame here, and from this one image I can create an image with Figma AI. For example, a birthday cake for a girl who loves, for example, Hello Kitty. Yeah, and let's see the result. What will be the result here? Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, you can see that everything is interesting. The radius, for example, or you can, I don't know, make it bigger, and bring it to the end. Happy birthday, my love. And also you can add it here, yeah. Also you can select this one and with Figma AI, for example, rewrite this. Happy birthday text to my daughter. Then we will wait for that to see the result, yeah. This is the result. That's interesting, yeah. Happy birthday and so on. We can bring it here. Also you can say, for example, shorten that, yeah. See, it will the result. Okay, very nice, very good. And then here we can add some shapes, yeah. For example, add this one. I don't know what for I want to use it, but imagine you can add shape. You can also change the color of that, yeah. You can do many things that you had done it in Figma design, yeah. And then here there are some stickers somehow, yeah. For example, this one, I can add this one, I can add this one, for example, yeah. So nice, so good. You can also change the color of these. You can add some, I don't know, customize it as you know that, yeah. That's the thing, yeah. That's the thing. You can have it, you can save it, and you can copy that and bring it to Figma. Now I want to use some the things that Figma has prepared for me, yeah. Some templates. For example, this one, yeah. I don't know, this one. And also, for example, this one and this one, for example. So in the grid view, we can see all of them together. But when we go to asset view, yeah, for example, this one has a text and photo. On the left panel, we can see edit content. When you click on that, you can see headline, right, skincare, take, for example, take care of yourself. And also authenticator demo. And also you can change the photo, yeah. For example, this one, that is my photo also, yeah. You can change everything, or you can also make a photo, AI tools. Okay, you can do that. You can edit them. Also the things that you have created. Huh? Let's back to the grid view. I want to show you something interesting, yeah? For example, imagine that, let me bring my Excel. For example, I have one Excel file, this one. It has a first name, last name, yeah? And then you can upload, yeah, any XLSX or CSV file here. Let me bring it here, for example, this one. And it says that it has a first name, it has a last name and photo. So for example, I select this one and also this one and also this one. Yeah, I select these three and also this one, for example, and bind them to the first name. And this one and this one, no, yeah, this one, and this one bind it to the last name, no, because I didn't select it clearly. What happened? This one and this one, for example, yeah, bind it to the last name. And when you create assets, you will have 20 assets, yeah. Anna Müller, Ben Schmidt, Clara C, first name and last name. Also, you can add the photos, yeah. For everyone, made these names and family names, because I have, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records in my Excel file. And here added 5 of each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 multiply 5 would be 20. 20 different assets or files for us. It means that when an HR team, for example, when a social designer, I don't know, digital marketer can just add the contents he doesn't know anything about design. He wants just like CMS. Yeah, I think that's very interesting. That's very wonderful. As I said, you can copy that and bring it to the your Figma design. I want to talk about one of the newest feature of Figma. Brand new, up to date, Figma Make. That is amazing and wonderful. So let's go to the website and see what has Figma written about that. Yeah, Figma Make, make your ideas real with AI. Start with a design and prompt your way to a functional prototype fast, all in Figma. When you click on learn more, you can see that here. Figma Make is an AI-driven prompt to code tool that lets you bring ideas and existing Figma design to life as a functional prototypes, web apps, and interactive UI. Through conversation, you can ideate, iterate, and improve your functional prototypes and web apps. So let's go to the app. When you click here, you can see design, FigJam, slides, Buzz, Figma site, and Figma Make is the last one. That is beta also. It means that it would be better and better and better. Let's go through that and analyze it and work with this new lovely feature. So when we click it here, that is the interface of this feature. Yeah, code preview, here is the point and edit, and so on. On the left panel, you can see here, you can write something, describe your idea. So let's write something. For example, create a card with a picture and phone number and email address. Yeah. Let's see the result. You click it or click on that icon. We will wait for the result. It takes some time because you chat with the AI and you want to see the result. Here generates the code. If you have programming knowledge, you can a little bit manipulate it, make it better, and see what will happen. So this is the result. Wow, amazing, yeah? So for example, Jane Doe, product designer, and this is the phone number and email address. Now I want to add something. For example, add an address, please. Yeah, so we have email address, we have phone number. Now I want to add an address to this card. So when you see that, it's working and generates the code. But let's come back to preview. When you click here, preview, when you click code, you can see the code, and the preview, you can see the result. So when you click on the top bar here, point and edit, you can select each part of this card. When you hover that, you can see the text. So here, first of all, see the result. Here is the address, 123 Design Street, San Francisco, and so on. For example, when you click on each part, first of all, you should click on this icon. Here, H2, here is P, A, there's div, and also image section, and so. When you click, for example, on this font, on this part, H2, you can also customize it. For example, change the color to red, or change the font, or other things, padding, margin, and so on. Also here is an icon, edit with prompt. For example, I select this and I click on the prompt and I say that, for example, make it bigger and change it to, for example, dark blue. Let's see the result, what will happen. So we can select each part individually and then manipulate it, customize it with the prompt, So if you see that, here is the color of that. Now it is bigger and the color is somehow dark blue, Now I want to change the picture, for example, make it circle, I click on this, and if you see that on the left panel, here is image tag, IMG. Here is H2 tag. When I click on each part, you can see that here. So I click on the IMG and write this prompt. Please make it circle with the dark radius. So this is the result. Amazing, yes? That is wonderful and amazing. Now you can also change the background, change everything you like, yeah? For example, I want to say that, I don't know, add the background to this part, yeah? Or to the whole card also, yeah? For example, let's remove it. Add dark background with a star texture to this card, please. See guys, that is the result and that is wonderful and amazing. So when you click to the code, also you can do something if you like it. For example, I want to change the name. I like, for example, write Sarah James, for example, yeah? See the preview, now is the name here. I have changed it, yeah? Here is a J. Also here are the classes. If you have programming knowledge, you can see, you can work with them easily and easily. Now, I want to add a button and make it interactive. Or look at here, for example, add a CTA to the card, yeah, with white background. See guys, that is the result. Here we can see the CTA. When we go on that, it will hover, and now we can add something. For example, we can say, I don't know, spin the, we can add some, I don't know, prototypes, add some micro actions to everything. For example, I say that add upload button, yeah, for changing the picture, yeah, for changing the picture. That's enough, I think, yeah? Let's see the result. If you hover the photo, you can see this lovely prototype. So when you click that, you can see that. For example, that is my photo. I click that and it will change. So that is not the whole story. We can also copy a Figma file to make and do some customization, yeah, add something to that, add some interesting and lovely prototype. So here from the community, I have found this frame, yeah, this file, and pasted here. And then I want to say that the girl on the right side of the screen walks out of the frame walks out of the frame to the returns into the frame when I click on that, yeah? So let's click on that and see the result. So simultaneously, we can also see here, for example, has some suggestion. For example, gradient gallery. I click on that and see the result. Or the next one, if I click here and I see that, for example, here I have sign up flow, yeah? Or another one, let's see the result here. We have data dashboard, yeah? So we will see their result. So this is our prompt for this girl, and also these are the other things. So let's see and wait for this result and then see the others, yeah? So that is the result. When you click on this girl, see, it goes and then come back, yeah? You can also add more things. For example, add upload button with showing the percentage process, yeah? And also let's see the other result. Here it says fix more, it has error. Here is this one, yeah? When you click on that, you can see everything live, yeah? Confirm the password, or let's click on the Google, Apple, continue. Everything would be wonderful and amazing. And here is the gradient one, yeah? We can say that now, add picture, yeah? Add picture to whole boxes. So here is the result. When you click on the upload documents, you can see the percentage here. That's wonderful. Let's see this one. Everything is live. You can see everything. That is amazing and wonderful. And that's the gradients with the pictures. You can see that when you click on them, you can see some things, the lovely prototypes. And also you can publish whatever you have created. For example, here in this one, publish. We have talked about these lovely features of Figma in Figma site. You can connect the domain and some things like this. Yeah, click on the update and wait for that to see the result. Click here and live you can see what you have created. Yeah, for example, let's go and see for this one. Yeah, publish that, publish. So wait for that a little bit. It's publishing. Then here click on that, and that is the result. Amazing. Yeah, you can see the result. I don't know, the features, everything is wonderful, everything is amazing. Also, if you go to figma.com make, you can see some things that the other people has created with these things. Yeah, for example, this one, that there is a map here. You can make it bigger, smaller. I don't know, click here, find something. Yeah, or the next one, this one is the loading. Yeah, or this one, that's amazing. Yeah, you can copy that, you can copy that here, you can change it here, you can change the color, everything. That's amazing, and you cannot believe it. Yeah, and also this one, yeah, low quality, medium quality, high quality. When you click, for example, on this medium quality, you can see that that's somehow a game. Yeah, you can play with that. Boom, boom, that's amazing, wonderful. And if you work with this lovely feature, I think it's amazing. If you mix that with, I don't know, Figma sites, I don't know, Figma Buzz, I don't know, your file, I think that would be amazing. And I'm so happy because it gives it, I don't know, a good, that would be UI designers job, designers career will be more interesting. And you should be a real expert to work with these things. It will really help you to be better and better. I said that there are other things. You can go and check that. You can also add image. And I tried to this video explain the most important ones. Hope that be useful for you. Thank you for watching. Please support us with following us. Leave us a comment and introduce us to your friend. This is Demo.